thought I would play some of Allie Carter's, you know, a message from her in our own words, because we cannot forget about her. So, yes, I will be playing her on my channel. She's always telling us to do it. So, it shouldn't be a problem, right? So, I put in the comment what she was going to say, but um, of course, she's talking about the Diddy party. She's already talked about the Playboy Mansion, the underground, like a whole underground world right under us, starting at downtown. I got a lot to show y'all. Okay, she may show it in here. I don't know about the when you're walking through it and you know the man covers that throws up the heat. Um, yeah, that's throwing up the heat, and then you keep walking, and then you may see one that has a staircase right when you open the door. But if the door is closed, it'll say, "Do not." Let's see. Do not stand on. Do not. In yellow letters, then have red markings on it, like a little picture, like a little emblem or something. You had to have that on there. And that's how you get down there. Or they also showed it on, the freeway when you're riding with your friend. You ride and you all the way in the right hand side, for what they call them worker, when you car ride with people. You can ride up on a little ramp thing and it would take the car would go down. The car would go down. And then the thing that it goes down on, it would ride around. Go on Tisa Tales, go on there. She showed it last night. So go on there. It's the 30th. It'll be on the 30th of October 2024. It will be on there. And I get it if I can. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to let Allie talk to y'all a little bit. Okay? Just 1 minute. And I hope I made myself clear. Okay? We can't let it die because it's still children out there, y'all. We got to help these children. Okay? All right. Okay. Just a minute.
Okay.
Sorry.
Trust me. I'm saying I'm just trying to help y'all understand. You stay with me? I'm trying to help you understand. Repeat that. Because I'm not saying this is what happened. If there's a round of kids, it's the trafficker. P. Diddy gets a round of kids. Let's say that round of kids had Justin Bieber in it. There's contracts, okay? There's contracts for codes within that person. So they can take a remote and turn that person off. Britney Spears, when they want to. Lindsay Lohan, when they want to. Amanda Bynes, when they want to. Okay? So let's say there's a contract for Justin Bieber. When P. Diddy has a hold of Justin Bieber, he now owns half of those codes. If Usher had the same contract and trafficked Bieber out to P. Diddy, okay,
Excuse
Usher
me, y'all.
and P. Diddy now have parts of Justin Bieber's contract. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if one goes down, the other side of the code has to go down. If there's a property linked to that person, Kevin Hart, because they had something to do with the trafficking of Bieber, then their property will go down because there's a code to that property. There's a code to everything. And your social security number is like a code. Okay? But depending on the level of MK Ultra, people have auctions for the codes on that person. So they can use a remote to them, like a TV, and shut them down, turn it up, use somebody else, change it whenever they feel like it. Bookmark it. Trust me. Trust me, bookmark it. Okay? I know it's probably not going to make sense right now, but bookmark it. MK Ultra is used, but to get MK Ultra to take hold the way it needs to be, it has to involve satanic ritual abuse, extreme trauma, humiliation, just evil on a level you can't imagine. I don't care what you all think about Trump. I'm not sure what I think about Trump, but he is telling you the truth on a lot of things. You guys just don't understand what he's saying. When he's saying they're eating the cats and dogs, he's preparing your hearts and your minds for the fact that satanic ritual abuse is about to come into the light in a big way. Voodoo is about to come into the light in a big way. Cannibalism is about to come into the light in a big way. All of those things link to MK Ultra, and it all links to trafficking. Once you have MK Ultra in place, and once you've used satanic ritual abuse to link into the MK Ultra and to program the children, so you can use them as sex slaves or Delta assassins or whatever it is you want them to do, then the trafficking and all those things come into play. But you have to have the base and the foundation first. I've been a party favor at a few parties. And I'm gonna rewind a little bit. After a certain point of being traumatized, after a certain point of realizing that nobody loved me for me and just for what I could do, or whatever the fact that it was, what people thought about me when I was a little kid, I was naive like that. Do you understand what I'm saying? So after a certain point, I didn't give a damn who did what. I just wanted to be seen. And I know that.
Okay, y'all. As far as I'm gonna speed her words or something. I forgot to do that. But as far as Trump goes, yeah, I don't. Yeah, as far as that, but as far as Project 2025, no. As far as like giving the police officers immunity, no matter what they do to you, oh no. Okay, to me, that's my opinion about Trump. I don't know about what's going on with here, but I did see Trump with Stain. Y'all know who I'm talking about. And yeah, I saw him with him. Wait. Okay. All right, y'all. I think I'm ready. Think I'm ready. Okay. Because I am a horror survivor myself, so I can sort of understand. Well, no. I could never understand what she went through. Never. In a million years, never. Y'all, please hit that subscribe button so we can keep her content and my content going out, okay?
I know that a lot of people can say, yeah, there's times where a point in your life where you're just like, I just want somebody to give a damn. I just want somebody to see me, and I just want somebody to love me, okay? So I was there a lot because I've been abused a lot. And after a certain point, I was really numb, didn't care. A lot of people that were with me called me a traitor because they felt like I just left. I'd be mad at me too because I stopped. I stopped giving a shit about anything. I didn't care. It all just.
Uh-oh. That's the lady.
It all.
That's the lady.
It all.
That's the lady who I'm filming from. She's putting a moderator in there because they hitting out. I guess she got some trolls in the chat. So that's what she's doing, and it should show you that. So y'all just stay tuned. Stay tuned. It's gonna keep coming, okay? All right. Let's see.
All just it. When I was out, it didn't.
See.
A lot. A lot. But I'm not healed. Okay, I'm still angry, still really hurt, and we're still not getting anywhere.
Got too much light, I think.
So I didn't care. Okay, and to be in a room where people promised you the world At one point, you just go numb. So things of me that probably don't make sense, but I was a kid. And all of this situation, everything that we're talking about, everything that I've been talking about, I was under the age of 18. Let's start there. Okay? I was sold a lot in foster care. A lot of stuff happened in my life with the family I was with. Okay? CPS reports go back to 3 months old. I remember 4 years old, and everything took off from there. All right? So never in my life did a lot of the stuff seem wrong until I met this twin of mine. Nothing seemed wrong. I'm telling you the God honest truth to me. And even when I met her, I was just like, it's fine. Seriously, it's fine. This is the way love is. This is the way this is supposed to be. Okay? I'm still trying to find words to what has happened. I'm still trying to find words because every time we do something as far as an affidavit, talk to someone, this takes a lot out of me that I don't think people understand. The nightmares, the flashbacks, the skin crawling, the barely can do one thing without feeling like everything is going to end forever. You want to run. You don't understand the feeling of feeling like I think somebody is still around me and your clothes just don't feel right every day. Okay, so predators get the slap on the wrist and I love them even when you don't know them. They're my idols even when you've never met them in your life. But the victims live with something every second of every single day and it never goes away. A lot of people are going to ask me in some situations, why was I there? How did I get there? I was a kid. And I used to think that if I wasn't yelling and screaming, that wasn't rape. Not true either. There is a lot going on with this case. These freak-off parties, they're not freak-off parties. There's a lot that happens. There's life-size wheels that people attach children to and spin it and decide who's having sex in what way. There are so many things. There's body cakes. There's party favors. And I'm talking like, you know how you put up a little birthday bag? Like when you go to a birthday party, and before you can leave, you can take one of those little birthday bags off the table. And then there's toys and like all this stuff for coming to the party. Yeah, instead of that, there's children. They call them party favors. Okay. I'm really trying to spit this out. I'm really having a hard time tonight. I'm really having a hard time tonight. And I do not know why. I'm really having a hard time tonight. Because I've had to stop everything and turn around. And we're doing this again. And the thing is I can put out information. But it's not until you guys get slapped with more information that people are like, okay, that's true. I get it. Don't just take one word and just go with it. But a part of my brain right now is just not doing well. It's not okay. Because I'm just like, all of this, I can drop it. I'll just put up the affidavit and I'm going to come back on. Because I'm trying to.
She's having like a little meltdown. Like, I mean, you know what I mean. It's you can tell it's getting to it. That's that nervous laughter. That's why her mom is gonna take over a little bit of the words because she was ready when she came on, but something happened in her brain. And I don't know if it's the MK Ultra stuff, what she was talking about, or just the idea of just talking about it. Alright, trying to bring awareness, trying to save the children. That's all she wants to do. Here we go.
I'm trying to spit it out. And it's not, I don't know why. It's not coming. Because what's irritating me too is journalists and people, if you're monetizing your account and you're messaging me, I'm not giving information out for money. That's not what I'm doing either. Information is priceless. And we're not going to help you do that. No, I don't want to eat. We're not doing anything. So if you're messaging us like, hey, you can come on my platform and do it, but if your platform is monetized, just please don't message us. You're not going to like me. I'm just telling you right now. You're not going to like me. I want to spit the information out. I have a lot. We have decades worth of information. Do you hear what I'm telling you? Okay? But I'm trying to, and everybody's like, just do it. Yeah, but see, here's the thing. You're not sitting right here. You're not sitting right here. And it cuts deeper than probably a financial problem. It cuts deeper than a spiritual problem. It cuts deeper than a vocation problem. It cuts deeper than a soul problem. Okay? It takes a minute. It takes a minute to get up. It takes a minute to get out the corner. And for those who are like, okay, so testify. Nope, because listen. Nope, because the attorney on Diddy's side is corrupt. You know that, right? Who's going to defend someone that they know damn well is a killer, a rapist, a child slave trader. Who's going to defend someone like that? Would you? After you know what's been done? After you know.
That's a money issue.
That's a money issue, right?
You don't care what happened to the kids. You don't care about your integrity.
That's not. I'm trying to. I'm trying, but for whatever reason, it's not. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me right now. I can just feel the evil. I can feel the good, but I can just feel a problem just stirring. I'm trying. What is happening right now, I don't know. I really don't. So, I was ready. And then I jumped on here and I'm like, God, back. I don't know what's wrong with my. I was party favor.
What does that mean?
I was party favor. I was somebody you could take off the table.
So you're telling me they set children?
I set children on the table.
Like when you go to a birthday party and they have gift bags for everybody that comes that have candy and toys in them,
Yep.
and they set them on the table. So you're telling me at the freak-off parties, they put children on the table instead of gift bags, and then people can do what?
Take you off the table and have sex with you, even though it's against the rules to do certain things like anal sex or full house sex. Sometimes that's against the rules. Like for me, that was against the rules, but that didn't matter. That did not matter.
So they come choose you off the table, do whatever they want with you, and then what happens?
Then they put you back on the table.
They put you back on the table for somebody else to come choose you? Okay. That's called the party favor effect. That's just one of the little things that go on at the freak-off parties with children. Were there animals there?
Goats.
Did they turn the animals loose on the kids?
Yeah.
And if you got sick and threw up because it was so disgusting, what happened?
You have to eat it.
You had to eat your vomit if you threw up. That's satanic ritual abuse. Diddy was at this party? Denzel Washington was at this party?
Yep.
Birdman was at this party?
Yes, he was.
And Young Jock?
Yep.
And you're telling me Denzel was there and it was after 1 o'clock when he supposedly left?
And beanie, socks, and gold chain.
So you're telling me Denzel Washington was butt naked, he had a beanie on, socks on, and a gold chain, and that's it? In front of children?
Yep.
Funny. Because he sure portrays himself to be holier than thou.
Yep. So a lot of them do.
I think you also told me that one of those men have a birthmark.
Left thigh.
So one of those men have a birthmark on their left thigh.
Yep.
Did you have sexual interactions with Diddy?
Yep.
Denzel? And I know we don't tell on Denzel. You might not tell on Denzel, but your mama gonna tell on every fucking buddy. I ain't keeping no pedophile secrets. Denzel?
Yep.
Birdman? Did Birdman promise you things?
So much. Like what he promised Lil Wayne at a young age. Because you know we share the system together. Share a birthday together too.
I know a lot of you have seen P. Diddy get guardianship of a lot of young kids. That means he holds their contracts. I know you heard me talk about Ali's contract and how often it gets auctioned off, and the things that come from that when it's auctioned. So when you're seeing that he was a guardian for these children, he's holding their MK Ultra contracts is what that translates to.
She is stressed. She is shaky.
Were you the only child at this party?
No. Not at all. There are so many kids at this party.
Were there also so many celebrities?
Yep. That whole they leave at a certain time, that's not true. Everybody has to take DNA test, saliva test, blood tests, give up your phone, give up information, any trackers or locations, no weapons, no cameras.
So I'm sorry that anybody that's running in those circles, whether they claim to have left early or not, is a bunch of bullshit. Because if you left early, but you knew kids were there, and you did know, you don't run in those circles and not know that. If someone is willing to rape a child, they have no integrity at all. So that means they're also liars. That means they probably also murder people. That means they do a lot of shit. Because the lowest bar that you can set for yourself is to not hurt kids. And if you can't hold that bar, you can't hold the bar for anything else.
You go, girl. Tell it.
And raped and sodomized and used in bestiality and satanic rituals is not a plausible explanation or excuse or a pass.
Wait, that was me. Okay. All of this is alleged, going by this interview, going by Alice Carter's own words, going by Shelley's own words. Um, I believe her, but everything is, that's my opinion. You do your own research and you come to your own conclusions, okay? But she's really triggered on this one night here. I don't know if she has a contract and somebody hit the button, or I don't know what's going on, y'all. It's just, I haven't seen her like this. Like this. I mean, I watched it last night and I decided to just put it up today. I wasn't going to do it at all, but I said it may help somebody, so I put it up. So, here we go. Ooh. Y'all hit that like button, please.
And this is something you're probably going to want to bookmark, but the way these things link together will blow your mind, and there's no coincidences. These things tie together like a ball of spaghetti. Like, I don't even know how to explain that, but everything else. And when you start pulling at one thing, you're going to get a bunch of other things that all link together. Who they deal with, who they associate with, where they traffic, how they traffic, all of this links together. You have traffickers putting out movies. Sound of Freedom.
Sound of Freedom.
What Sound of Freedom? They're putting out movies.
I'm sorry.
About I don't hear any sound. While they're trafficking, while they're in bed with traffickers funding the movie. Y'all went to see that and were like, yay, somebody's doing something. No, nobody did anything, but you gave your money to aid trafficking. You guys have got to be careful what you do. Be careful what you do with your money. Be careful who you vote for. Be careful who you idolize, because you don't know how deep these things go.
There's no election. There's no damn election. So don't, and this is not a political thing, but there's no election. Because everybody's guilty. So everybody is guilty. Who do you call for all these children?
Start asking the right questions. Who is trafficking these children? Where are they getting these kids from? When Diddy's house was being raided, the neighbor drove by and said, yeah, they bust kids in at 3 a.m. How are they busting kids in? Where would you go to get a busload of kids?
Yeah, she always looks at her mom when she's
celebrities all day long.
Triggered.
But until you guys are soul sick and disgusted and get a righteous anger, it's kind of pointless to keep just naming names. We've been naming names for years.
I'll give you some names. You wouldn't even know them though, because CPS covered them up. Those names are what's important. This is a lot.
You're going to be seeing more cannibalism come out into the light, because that's part of satanic ritual abuse. That's part of what these people do. I've said for years, they're not like us. They don't think like us. They don't act like us. They don't have integrity. They're not like us. They don't have any value for life unless it's their own. And once you wrap your head around the satanic ritual abuse that's going on, then we can get right into the MK Ultra. And to me, that's the worst of the worst.
I don't know what happened. My brain just shut down. I just can't. I'll come back on here when I can. I'll be back tomorrow. Give me till tomorrow. Sharon told her, hold on, have the affidavit, just wait a second. And it'll drop one. It doesn't, but that doesn't matter. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? It doesn't matter until it matters. People can drop evidence all day. You got shit coming out left and right. It doesn't matter until it matters to somebody that is personal.
Well, it matters. What are you going to do? What changes are you going to make in your life? You're going to keep idolizing these people? You're going to keep supporting them with your money? You're going to go watch their trafficking movie even though the traffickers are funding the movie and it was about a fictional trafficking situation when you could have just talked to any survivor and they would have given you more information. Like, everybody needs a come to Jesus meeting. Everybody needs a reality check with their life. Things are not what they seem.
That's what I'm saying.
Keep going down that road and keep your head in the sand, or you're going to get shaken to your very core and find that righteous indignation deep inside and say, this is enough. These children are on our watch. There are children still being harmed and hurt and brutalized and have animals turned on them sexually and are having their face rubbed in their own vomit if they get sick. They're being beat if they start their period. You don't understand what they're doing. But that's on our watch. That's on my watch and that's on your watch. So it's up to us. What are we going to do about it? Are we going to continue to allow it? Or are we going to start holding people accountable? Are we going to hold people's feet to the fire and say, this is enough, this is not going to happen anymore?
Everybody, when I was younger, they let it happen. When I went into foster care, nobody did anything. Nobody called to check. I was missing for a year from CPS custody. I ran away and made a choice myself when I was auctioned to Russia. I was like, that's enough. They're going to kill me. I tried to tell my social worker. It's still in paperwork. I called the supervisor. We called the ombudsman. They're going to kill me. Can y'all help me? You keep talking, we'll ship you to Arizona and nobody will ever find you. I said, all right. Make a choice myself. I went missing for a year. No one came to look for me.
Wow.
You could tell the people who gave it down because those are the people that are in records that called.
As a previous social worker, I can tell you the easiest way to get kids put into trafficking is they'll just take the kids, they will groom the kids, and then when the kids go missing, CPS says the foster parent's responsibility, if your foster child goes missing, is you pick up the phone, you call 911 and say, I have a foster kid, they ran away, and that absolves you of any responsibility. So anything that happens to the kid from that point on is no longer your responsibility. It absolves CPS of the responsibility, and nobody bothers to look for the kid. They will not allow you to hunt for that kid.
Wow.
They took me out of the missing kids network. Real quick.
So a lot of missing kids are labeled runaways, and nobody ever knows what happens to them. CPS is the big pharma for children.
Nobody holds them accountable at all. They can't.
There's no oversight for CPS except the ombudsman, which is very loose and that's not an oversight. And you guys think, I'm a good parent, so CPS will never come to my door. That's not true. If your kid gets on somebody's radar, if your kid gets on a trafficker's radar, they can file a complaint, they can make a phone call, they can send a corrupt CPS and a corrupt police officer to your house, and they'll take your kid, and that's it. It does not matter if you're a good parent or not. It has nothing to do with it. You non-monetized investigators should start digging into CPS and find out what...
Oh, okay. Sorry. Alright. She had to cut it. She couldn't take any more. Y'all, let's just keep her uplifted in prayer. As y'all know, I'm taking care of my mom now. She's moved in. Last night was her second night. And I've already gave her meds and shots out, all that stuff. But anyway, I'll talk about that later. So y'all, let's pray for these children and keep an eye on yours on this Halloween night. Lord. Okay? Alright, I love y'all. Y'all be safe out there. Things are not what they saying. Not what they saying. I love y'all. Bye.